नमस्कार। आप सभी का इंडिपेंडेंट रिसर्च इथिक्स सोसाइटी की आयुष समृद्धि ज्ञान गंगा के 1823वें पड़ाव में हार्दिक स्वागत। हम हमारे वक्ताओं का डॉक्टर शैकत बसु जी का हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं। आदरणीय अग्निहोत्री जी और आदरणीय अमरीश शाह जी का स्वागत करते हैं। और हमारे यूट्यूब के दर्शकों को जो अपनी सुविधा के अनुसार देख रहे होंगे या देख लेंगे, उन सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत। आज वर्ल्ड एग डे है और एग डे के लिए एक बड़े कंफ्यूजिंग सिचुएशन क्रिएट की है मार्केटिंग ने। क्या अंडा सबके लिए जरूरी है? क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ तो आयुर्वेद प्रकृति के अनुसार चलता है, तो क्या अंडा हमारे लिए सबके लिए जरूरी है? रोज संडे हो या मंडे रोज खाओ अंडे वाली बात है और हर घर में अंडा पहुंचा दिया जा रहा है। अंडे की तासीर गर्म मानी जाती है, तो पित्त प्रकृति वालों को निश्चित नुकसान होना स्वाभाविक है, जिस नुकसान के कारण हाई बीपी, एंजाइटी, हेडेक, एसिडिटी, बहुत सारे रोग उत्पन्न हो सकते हैं। तो मैं आदरणीय अग्निहोत्री सर से संक्षिप्त प्राक कथन के बाद मैं शैकत बसु जी को आमंत्रित करूंगा। आदरणीय अग्निहोत्री सर।
धन्यवाद पुरुषोत्तम शर्मा जी। नवरात्रि और अंडा अगर ऐसे देखे थोड़ा खतरनाक लग रहा है, लेकिन आपने जो कहा कि संडे हो या मंडे रोज खाए अंडे के क्रम में आओ सिखाएं हम अंडे का फंडा, ये भी साथ साथ चला। तो जितना कमर्शलाइजेशन हुआ है कि चीज को प्रमोट करना है तो उसको थोड़ा सा फिल्म जगत से या एडवर्टाइजिंग एजेंसी के सहायता लीजिए और आगे से आगे आपको फिल्म मिलती चली जाएगी, कंज्यूमर्स मिलते चले जाएंगे। लेकिन हम डॉक्टर शैकत बसु जी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। आज वो अपना गेस्ट लेक्चर इस विषय पर, इसमें दोनों प्रॉस एंड कॉन्स के रूप में सिक्के के दोनों पहलुओं पर अच्छे से चर्चा करेंगे। कंटेंट्स के हिसाब से, न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यू के हिसाब से वो ठीक है, जिन्हें मनसा स्वीकार्य है उनके लिए ठीक है, लेकिन अन्यथा क्या उसके वैकल्पिक रूप में इतनी चीजें हमारे पास हैं जो उनका हम न भी सेवन करें तो भी हम अपने स्वास्थ्य को, मनोशारीरिक स्वास्थ्य को बनाए रख सकते हैं। तो कंपटीशन में ये नहीं है कि अंडा नहीं खाया तो हम कुछ दुर्बल हो गए, वीक हो गए या उतने स्ट्रेंथन नहीं है जितने कि एग यूजर्स होते हैं। और हमारे अभी कटारा साहब भी जुड़े हुए थे, मसूद साहब भी जुड़ेंगे। तो बहुत बहुत सबका स्वागत है, यूट्यूब के व्यूअर्स का बहुत स्वागत है। और निश्चित रूप से डायरेक्ट कम्युनिकेशन होता है, वो जुड़ते हमारे लिंक के साथ में, तो उनके विचार ले सकते हैं हम, और उनसे कोई उनकी क्वेरी होती है उसका जवाब भी दे सकते हैं। फिर भी क्योंकि हमारा तो रनिंग है और विषय हमारा साथ में है, तो हमारे अतिथि भी हमारे साथ में, तो हम आदरणीय डॉक्टर शैकत कुमार बसु जी को हृदय से इनवाइट करते हैं कि आइए आप अपने इस विषय पर, इसके सभी पहलुओं पर जो जो भी कंज्यूमर के लिए उचित है वो बताने के बाद।
नमस्कार, थैंक यू शर्मा जी, थैंक यू अग्निहोत्री जी, नमस्ते। सो लेट अस टॉक अबाउट एग। एग के थोड़ा हिस्ट्री हम लाइक ये ह्यूमन हिस्ट्री और इवोल्यूशन के साथ एग का बड़ा रिलेशनशिप है, लेकिन लाइक जस्ट एग्स का रोल क्या है, लाइक पर्टिकुलरली फॉर बर्ड्स एग जो हम अभी कंज्यूम करते हैं हमारे ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलर जो है वो है चिकन के लेड एग्स। और इसके साथ और क्या है, लाइक डक्स के एग और कोयल के एग्स अभी अभी पॉपुलर धीरे धीरे हो रहा है। डक के एग तो इंडिया में मिलता है, लेकिन चिकन जैसा इतना इतना पॉपुलर नहीं। कुछ कुछ लोगों को डक के एग का टेस्ट वगैरह पसंद नहीं है, कुछ कुछ लोगों को कोयल का एग्स का पसंद नहीं है, लेकिन दीज आर अवेलेबल, ऑल दीज आर अवेलेबल इवन इन इंडिया। आप थोड़ा अच्छे मॉल या थोड़ा हाई ऑर्डर प्लेसेस में जाएंगे तो आपको कोयल एग्स भी मिल जाएंगे। लेकिन उसी के साथ आजकल इंडिया में भी और बाहर में भी आपको ऑस्ट्रिच और ईमू के एग्स भी मिलने शुरू हो गया है। वो जो बड़े बड़े पंछी है शुतुरमुर्ग जिसे हम कहते हैं, दिस ऑस्ट्रिच एंड ईमू एग्स, दीज आर आल्सो मेड अवेलेबल। लेकिन ऐसा स्टार्ट कैसे हुआ, लाइक हाउ डिड एग बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर डाइट? इट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल क्वेश्चन। तो एंथ्रोपोलॉजी के हिसाब से लाइक इट इज सेड दैट व्हेन वी वर हंटर गैदरर्स इन दोस प्रिमिटिव टाइम, humans are not as powerful as the animal, right? So but they had the brain. One thing that they had the brain, they had the ingenious idea, they were able to think, and this is why we were called the thinking ape. तो इसी के कारण humans were able to take advantage of the system. एडवांटेज ऑफ द सिस्टम इन द सेंस क्या, आज हम वेजिटेरियंस के बात करते हैं लाइक एज अ पार्ट ऑफ एन इंपॉर्टेंट वेजिटेरियन डाइट, लेकिन हमारे फोर फादर्स मतलब प्रिमिटिव एज पे अब जब देखा जाए, व्हेन देयर वाज नो एग्रीकल्चर, डेफिनेटली वी हैड सम हर्ब्स, बेरीज, फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स, बट आवर डाइट वाज मोस्टली मीट बेस्ड. और उसी मीट में इट वाज नॉट वेरी, ह्यूमंस वर नॉट वेरी सक्सेसफुल इन हंटिंग दोस बिग एनिमल्स. Even successful hunting came down after the discovery of iron and the fire, and how they were able to build tools and stuff and coordinate these hunts. Usually it was like the leftover food from animals that have hunted, lions or hyenas or whatever has hunted in our primitive time, whatever scrap meat that people would get. And the other thing, what they are saying, that our humans have evolved by utilizing bone marrow. कहा जाता है, लाइक रिसर्च ने प्रूव भी किया है कि जितने सारे एंशियंट बोन्स हमें मिलते हैं, लाइक एंशियंट ह्यूमन स्टोन के सहारे ये बोन्स को तोड़कर उसके अंदर जो बोन मैरो होते थे, ये इसके लिए एक इंपॉर्टेंट सोर्स ऑफ डाइट एंड प्रोटीन थे, जो उसको सवारे, गेव देम स्ट्रेंथ एंड स्टेमिना. एट द सेम टाइम humans were ingenious in looking for food sources that were easy to access. And what was easy to access? Eggs laid by ground birds. उसके अंदर टेरेस्ट्रियल बर्ड्स, जैसे वो फ्लाइट नहीं कर पाते ऐसे बर्ड्स भी है, और जैसे चिकन, फाउल और सारे बहुत बर्ड्स है जो नेस्ट में ग्राउंड करते हैं, ग्राउंड में अपना नेस्ट बनाते हैं, रॉक्स के बीच अपना एग्स ले करते हैं, जो पेड़ के ऊपर जो नेस्ट नहीं करते हैं, जो ग्राउंड ड्वेलिंग बर्ड्स है उसके ऊपर. आज अगर हम देखें तो ये जो चिकन, डग, स्क्वेल, emu, ostrich के जितने सारे eggs I am consuming, we are consuming, all this come from ground dwelling birds because our forefathers figured this out. Even if you go into modern research and stuff, which other animal is fond of eggs? You will see that eggs are consumed not only just by humans, but a wide range of other animals, including various species of monkeys. हमें like this has been a very recent part, that it has been found that many monkeys living in tropical, subtropical forest, they are vegetarian predominantly. They will live on leaves, fruits and vegetables and whatever they could catch throughout the year. But once in a while, if they can get hold of a bird's nest in the high trees or high canopies, if they can steal eggs, they will break the shell and they will eat the eggs. Various species of monkeys, whether lemurs, lesser monkeys, higher monkeys and stuff, other than apes which live on the ground, mostly has been demonstrated that they are fond of eggs because it's a very rich and very good source of protein. Even if you look into various other Arctic, Antarctic areas where huge number of birds migrate and they come to the land and lay their eggs, you will see animals like foxes, jackals and other small mammals, mongoose and everyone, they will once in a while come and steal eggs from the nest of the ground dwelling birds. And this is how they will survive in Arctic and other severe conditions where food is not so easy to find. Eggs constitute a very important diet for a large number. Eggs, small chicks, these fox and other small animals will come and they will feed upon them. I mean, if you look into Discovery and stuff, you will say how strong the goose will put up a fight with these animals to protect their eggs and chicks. But once in a while, wherever they will get an opportunity, mammals would particularly go and look for this. Even rodents like rats and stuff, which predominantly, they are turning into omnivorous diets. So they also go and steal in eggs and stuff. Snakes, tree-dwelling snakes also, you will see wherever they will get a chance to get into a bird's nest, they will either kill and eat the small chicks or fledglings, or if there is a whole egg, snakes will consume eggs too. So from ancient human to modern animals, all were the places we see egg has been a popular part of the diet, and as human being became evolved, this turned out into a very popular food from Arctic to tropical, subtropical, subtemperate, wherever areas, is because wherever there are ground dwelling birds and they laid eggs, human figured out that this is a very easy source of good protein, keeps your body good, and if you consume, you will survive even in extreme conditions where you cannot get good food, because egg is considered to be a balanced diet. It is considered to have all the nutrients, protein, carbohydrates, fats, lipids, choline, cholesterol, and other vitamins and minerals and enzymes that are necessary for a complete balanced diet are available in the eggs. Now, eggs are available as dishes and culinary, various from a hard-boiled egg, parboiled egg, soft-boiled eggs, omelets that we do, egg Benedict, scrambled eggs, poached, sunny side up, or whatever. Everywhere you go, toast and whatever, every country, whether in European continent, whether you go in Africa, whether you come in India and stuff, wherever there has been these people, our egg diets have evolved over the time, and it has become very, very popular. USA is one of the largest producer of eggs in the world. India also is one of the very large, along with China, Brazil, and in European countries, UK, France, Germany. Every country that you go, the egg industry is $1 billion industry because it is consumed in various forms and stuff. In Southeast Asia and China, Southeast Asian countries, I have seen they also make it something called a prickled egg. So they will have eggs boiled, and once these eggs are boiled, they will leave in a jar containing water, which is very strongly saturated with salt. And they will leave this egg in for months. And then because it is a strong salt saturated environment, there is no bacterial growth, so the eggs does not go bad. But through the pores of the eggs, the salt infiltrate into the eggs, and after a month or something, they will consume these eggs as a sort of a prickle. They are mixed with other spices and stuff and stored in many countries. I have seen prickled eggs even in Western diet. In many Western countries, in many Western culture, prickled where it is used as an achar or chutney is also made from eggs. It's very, very popular. Eggs are also a popular part of the culture, like our Easter eggs and stuff, the bunny eggs, and all these things are very, very popular in Western. And the egg as a part of a human diet has evolved over millions of years, hundreds and thousands, even in ancient Greece, ancient Rome, Egypt, Babylonia, ancient Chinese civilization. Everywhere there are strong references of eggs being used as one of the very important source of food. In Roman military, when the army used to move from one place to another, if there is a shortage of food, they used to carry eggs in huge number or procure eggs from whichever place they will go in large numbers, because for a standing walking army that is covering hundreds and thousands of kilometers from traveling from, say, Rome to Asia, it's a huge distance. And for that, other than other easily carryable food, egg was also very popular. In African culture, where the temperature is very hot in the desert areas, and if they can get ostrich egg, there are innumerable documentaries that would show that if you put a freshly broken ostrich egg on a piece of rock with a little bit of oil, the temperature is so high and the rocks are so hot that it will immediately start cooking the egg and it will turn into an omelette in a very, very short time. So I think over a long period of time, from evolution, in the evolution of human foods and cuisine, in the evolution of human culture, people have found eggs to be a very, very dependable and usable, rich source of protein food that is very easy to cook and prepare, easy to consume, and is easy to make a dish with them, that it has become popular. There are definitely differences in the cuisine of how eggs is prepared in Asian countries or in European countries or in North America, South America and stuff. But nonetheless, this is one of the very, very popular food that is present in the shelves in almost all the shopping malls, all the market, everywhere that you go, you will be able to get these eggs. In USA, billions of like 4.1 billion eggs are the record in 2022 that they had produced. India is also a very, very large egg producers. And if you go into Southeast Asian countries, China, everywhere there is, and they are not only just selling it across the country, it is also being exported to other countries. So it is $1 billion industry, very heavily organized, heavily consumed. There is heavy consumption in the country, and there is also heavy consumption outside. We define vegetarianism. There is one kind of a Hindu or an Indian vegetarianism that we talk about, but there are other forms of vegetarianism in other countries also. Like in Indian vegetarianism, we do not eat eggs, meat, but we do take milk. But in many Western culture, egg is also a source of an animal protein. So dairy products are also eliminated from that part of the diet. Again, egg, according to many cultures, is considered to be a vegetarian part of the diet, and they are included in their European vegetarian system, calling it as a source of vegetarian. Just like, ginger, garlic, etc., onion, all these are considered to be non-vegetarian in Jain system and stuff. So they do not take all the spice in spite of the fact that they are plants. So culture of the vegetarianism also differ from one country to another. There are also diets in which people are only eating fruits, only consuming fruits. And after a lot of research, it has been found that it is possibly one of the best things to have a balanced diet rich in plant source and plant food. And there is a debate about eggs too, like, eggs has been connected to cholesterol linking and stuff. So some people do not eat eggs at all. But while there are a large number of research papers which are technically suggesting that overconsumption of eggs leads to, addition of cholesterol in your blood, which is not good for your long-term health, relating to heart diseases, strokes, and other related problems. But at the same time, other research papers saying that there is not direct relation found or established as yet between consumption of eggs and cholesterol consumption. And at the same time, it is important to mention scientifically that too much cholesterol is definitely bad for our health. But cholesterol is also essential for our body to function. So people who are looking for low cholesterol or completely cholesterol-free diet is possibly not doing a very good job, in the sense that it is causing cholesterol deficiency in their body. For example, there are diets which promote that complete removal of carbohydrate from your diet. Like complete removal, like nothing in huge amount is good for health, but they are finding that as you are removing carbohydrates completely from your diet, whether you are having rice, chapati, dal, wheat, breads, etc., there are deficiency of certain specific plant-based amino acids or vitamins, etc., that comes from these sources. We need a balanced amount of carbohydrate, protein, fats, and lipids, as well as vitamins, minerals, and water into our diet. Everyone needs to understand that. Of course, a plant-based or a fiber-rich diet is now being considered as very healthy. But at the same time, has become such a popular food item. I do not see that in the next 50 or 60 years that this is going to be replaced. However, even in Canada and US, there are a vegetarian movement that is going on, and there has been attempts of preparing artificial egg. Artificial egg in the sense not like the Chinese egg. There are innumerable reports of resin, wax, and other chemicals being used in China in producing false eggs, which are used as toys, as also they are getting intermixed with the food sources, which is very, very dangerous, as has been the case of artificial rice made in China from plastics and mixed with original rice. There is a lot of controversy with that. But other than that, like too much consumption of eggs, like having eggs every day may not be a very good choice unless you have a very hectic workout schedule. So if you are a sportsman, if you are doing extreme strenuous work where you are burning your calorie very severely, then consumption, you can be more consistent with your consumption of eggs, as your dietitians will define, with an increase, the amount of protein that must be incorporated in your body. Many sportsmen I have seen, their fresh early morning diet is included milk, some protein shake, and 2 or 3 eggs mixed together, and then they will mix them in the mixer grinder, and then take it as a juice, as a food supplement in the morning, as an energy booster, as also for the hard work that they have to do on the court. Sports is extremely demanding on the body, and there is need for extra essential protein for that, and eggs are strongly prescribed for that. So it is a very debatable, sensitive issue to highlight whether egg is good or bad for health. So the only thing that I could suggest from all the readings and studies that I have done from medical journal is this: they suggested that some people are, depending on the body type, they are more susceptible to cholesterol gains or cholesterol negativity, in the sense that they may not be taking too much eggs, but even the small consumption of eggs are causing addition of harmful lipids into their system, and the cholesterol balance and stuff, increasing level of triglycerides and other fats which are not good for health are getting into them. Others are there that has been taking eggs right and left and consuming heavily and they are not doing strenuous job, and it's still they're surviving without heart attacks and stuff. Same like, you have seen many people in our life who used to smoke and has died of cancer. And then I've also known people who used to smoke throughout their life, like chimneys. They never had cancer and stuff. So I sincerely believe that every individual body type is different. We differ from one another. Even siblings differ from one another. Parents differ from their family members, from their parents, from their brothers and sisters. Even for what you call these twins, there are differences possibly in their digestive systems and stuff. So some people are able to digest it better, assemble it better without causing harm for them. They can afford to have eggs and stuff, and others who are susceptible to too much of cholesterol gain, or who has been specifically advised by the doctors not to intake too much of protein, like when in case of uric acid and other related issues, then you have to avoid this. So even in case of these diseases, sometimes even plant proteins are also discarded. Like in many cases, rajma and other dals are also eliminated from your diet when you are having proteinuria or ketones, or you are having an excess of protein accumulation in your body, causing a lot of problem in the liver, kidney, and the digestive system and stuff. So depending on your invincibility, depending on your body constitution, depending whether you have allergy or not, or some people are extremely allergic to eggs and they should be avoiding eggs, because otherwise they can get into serious trouble or problem. So depending on this, one can choose, free to choose eggs. All medical journals highly indicate in case of allopathic that it's a balanced diet, and taking eggs is healthy, but nothing in excess can be considered to be healthy. So if you are taking too much of eggs, or you are taking eggs too frequently, it may have its own consequences, as is associated with cholesterol. Else, it is a very important food source around the world, as a perishable food source, and massively produced around the world. Hundreds and thousands of people are involved in the poultry industry, particularly the egg production, egg marketing, egg selling, hatcheries, and those stuff. So it is not only associated with our food, it is also associated with our agricultural and livestock industry. It is associated with our market chains. It is associated with the producer-consumer, relationship. And even these days we are also getting organic eggs. Organic eggs are what? Where the birds are fed on specific diet which are rich in organic food, where they are not given diet for food that has used pesticides and stuff. They are given organic crop food, so that they are pesticide free. There is less consumption, because there has been indication that as the birds are feeding on pesticide contaminated or fertilizer contaminated feed, their eggs also carry some concentration of these toxic chemicals as they are being produced. And as we know about biomagnification, higher up the ecosystem chain it goes, these chemicals negative effect ultimately biomagnify, causing health hazards and stuff. But other than that, throughout the world, throughout the history, it has been prescribed as a very important balanced food rich in protein, and has been recommended for many. I have come across many patients who have lived in a completely vegetarian diet. Towards the end, they are having a severe protein deficiency related problems. Then they could not consume other forms of protein, animal protein. Then egg is recommended to be incorporated into their diet in some cases, to facilitate the deficiencies that they are having. And it is also important to have an active life. If you are exercising regularly or walking regularly, a few eggs down the week should not be that harmful. But if you are not exercising, your lifestyle is extremely sedentary, then you possibly have to think about very much about consuming such high energy rich food, because then you are going to add up to weight and cholesterol and other issues, because you are not burning enough calories. Your body system is not expending that energy that is taking in. Thank you very much with my presentation. Thanks once again for inviting me to this platform. It has always been a pleasure. And I extend once again Durgashtami and Navami, greetings to you all. Stay well, healthy, happy. And if you are a non-vegetarian, try some eggs sometime. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Sagat. Thank you very much. You are excellent as always. Great.
Welcome, welcome.
अकेले ही इतना अच्छा बोल गए कि दूसरे के बोलने के लिए कुछ छूटा ही नहीं. बहुत अच्छा. अग्निहोत्री सर, लेट अस कंक्लूड.
बहुत बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. अकेले ही देखिए, एक दूसरा नॉन स्ट्राइकिंग एंड पे कोई न भी हो तो भी स्ट्राइकिंग एंड वाले ने अपना अपना रोल पूरा अदा किया. मेरा तो एग के साथ में सिर्फ इतना सा अनुभव है कि सेकेंड ईयर में फिजियोलॉजी की प्रैक्टिस में एल्बुमिन टेस्ट करने के लिए यूरिन में वो एग लाया जाता था, और एग को तोड़ के पानी मिला के, कि इसको कहते हैं कि अगर उसके एल्बुमिन से टेस्ट करते थे कि ऐसे पेशेंट पे यूरिन में एल्बुमिन होगी, तो टेस्ट करना सिखाया गया था। बाद में पैथोलॉजी में तो फिर हॉस्पिटल से ही सैंपल आते थे, लेकिन इसके लिए पहले एग का में इतना ख्याल आ रहा है, ये हमारे था। बाकी तो भैया नहीं, एग नहीं खाते हम लोग। बट इसके मतलब ये नहीं है उसमें कोई कमी है या उसकी योग्यता में कमी है, वो श्रेष्ठ है इसलिए लोग उसको खाते हैं। बहुत बहुत आभार हमारे शेखर बसु जी का, कि उन्होंने उन लोगों का ख्याल रखा जो एग खाते हैं और शौक से खाते हैं, और प्योर वाला खाते हैं, नकली वाला नहीं। तो